You're about to learn how to decorate a spectacular Christmas tree like this in 7 easy steps. Let's get started. Okay, the first step is to select your tree and the theme. So you need to decide, do you prefer a real tree or an artificial tree? But we don't say artificial or fake. That's not classy. So in the comments below, let me know if you prefer a real tree or a faux tree. Okay, something to consider is where you're going to put the tree. So make sure you get the height right when you select a tree. Like this is a 9-foot tree because we have a large area here in our foyer, but just make sure you get the right height, and then you have to decide if you want it pre-lit or with no lights, if you want it flocked like this gorgeous Wayfair Christmas tree, and also you need to decide if you want white lights or color lights when you select the lights. So you also need to select a theme for your Christmas tree, and you can do that by color or type of ornament. I love an elegant Christmas tree, so that's why I've selected the gold and the silver and the champagne and white ornaments that give it a really elegant look. You could do like a woodland theme or snowmen or vintage ornaments or even your children's ornaments. The fun thing is you can have more than one Christmas tree and have different themes based on each tree. Now for step 2, it's time to add the lights. Now if you have a pre-lit tree, then you can just skip on over to step 3. And one of the advantages of a pre-lit tree is that with the LED lights last like 4,000 hours. So that's like 7 years. So that's a really good way to go versus the lights like this where if one light goes out, then the whole strand goes out. But I'm going to show you 3 methods to adding lights to the tree. The first method is you can wrap them all the way around the tree like this in a circle from the bottom to the top. The second method is you can do a zigzag method, dividing the tree into thirds. You can just zigzag in and out of the branches like this in 3 sections. Now I'm going to show you the third way, which gives you the best coverage, but it takes the most lights. So for each foot of the tree, you'll need at least 100 lights. So you'll take your lights and you'll want to start at the bottom, but for the demonstration, I'm just going to start in the middle here. You're going to start from the back and you're going to completely wrap your lights around each branch like this, from the back to the front, and then you're going to want to wrap around each little piece like this. And this really gives great coverage. It'll look a lot prettier at night, but it takes a little bit more lights and it takes longer to do this method, but it looks super pretty. Everything that I'm showing today will be listed in the description below, including this gorgeous Wayfair Christmas tree. And one thing I do love about this pre-lit tree is not only does it have the LED lights, but it has these old-fashioned lights that just give it just an extra special glow. And I really love this. I think you would love it too. Okay, moving on to step 3, it's time to add the garland, and you can select any kind of garland, but I really love this faux fur garland, and I learned about this from my favorite designer. I want to give her a shout out, Randy Garrett, who has an excellent Christmas tree video that I'll link below as well. And what I love about it is it just looks like new fallen snow. Let me show you how to add it. Okay, so for the garland, you'll want to place it along toward the outside of each branch and just nestle it in between the branches so that it looks a little bit like new fallen snow. Okay, step 4 is to add your picks, and they help fill in the holes. So I love using these pine branches. So anywhere that you see a hole, just stick it down in there, and then you can use the smaller ones too for smaller areas. So next I'm going to add some of these fun picks, like these fun little pom-poms and these little white berries and some of these other leaves that just add a little sparkle and add a lot of texture to your tree. When you're adding your picks, just make sure that you add them pointing down like this. And you just want to spread them out. So these are some of my favorite picks from Hobby Lobby, these little spheres with the glitter balls. And most all of these picks literally are like $1 or $2 each with their discount. So it's just really inexpensive to add a lot of interest and fun to your tree. Okay, another fun pick that I love are flowers, and Hobby Lobby has these great poinsettia flowers that are very velvety and sparkly, and they're a great filler when you have holes in your tree that you're trying to fill. Okay, just like every room in your home needs a touch of whimsy, every Christmas tree needs a touch of whimsy. And I just love this cute little bird. It has a clip on it, and you can just perch her up here on your tree so that she's ready to welcome all your guests. Okay, now we're on to step 5, and this is my favorite part, and you definitely want to get your family involved if you haven't. So put on the Christmas music and get the hot cocoa going, and we're going to add the ornaments. So you'll want to have 3 different sizes of ornaments, small, medium, and large, no matter what size tree you have. And you want to put the small ones up top like this, and the medium ones, this is just such a cute little white, almost reminds me of a little coconut ball ornament. And then this pretty little sparkly silver one we're going to add at the bottom. Okay, so there's 3 important things you need to keep in mind when adding the ornaments. You'll want to make sure that they're spaced out evenly according to size. And the other tip is you'll want to add depth to your tree by adding some on the inside and then the middle branches and then on the ends. So what I recommend to make it most economical is to add the less expensive ornaments on the inside, like these. You can get like a ton of these really cheaply, and you can just hang these in the back to give depth. And then these gorgeous Mercury glass ornaments are really special and pretty, and you can put those more on the outside and in the front of your tree so that you can see them. Almost all of my Christmas decor, including these gorgeous ornaments, came from Hobby Lobby. It's my absolute favorite Christmas decor store. Okay, the third most important step I learned from my mom. I've been decorating Christmas trees since I was a little girl, and she would always ask me, do they dangle? And let me show you what I mean. When you hang an ornament, you don't want it to just sit there like that. You want it to be able to swing. So you want to do the dangle test by just giving a little touch and make sure that it swings. Okay, now we've made it to step 6, and if you are not covered with glitter and faux snow, then you're not doing something right. So I really love this champagne glittery ribbon. It's wired. I got it at Michael's, and it's my favorite Christmas ribbon this season. And we're going to take the tree in sections and add some pretty ribbon on each branch, and I'm going to show you the technique that I do. It's a little bit different than what most people do, but I find it super easy and I don't have to add additional wires. What I do is I take strips of the ribbon, like 36 to 40 inches approximately. And I find working in smaller pieces is just a little easier than taking one big long strip the length of your tree. And I start at the top and I just pinch it a little bit. And then I'm just going to show you an example. And then I take the end of my tree branch and then I just kind of fold it over because it's made of wire, and that helps hold it. And then I'm going to twist my wrist to the right and make a complete turn so that it has this beautiful fold. And then you want to make sure that the front of the ribbon is showing like that. And then I find the next branch down and then I just pinch the ribbon and then I just fold it over the branch like this. And then you can just go back and fluff it a little bit. Now at this point you can either cut this off or you can tuck this into the tree, or you could even just fold it over, but then we're ready for our next strip. You can have like 9 rows or 7 or even 5 depending on how big your tree is. Okay, so you want to keep moving down the tree with your ribbon and just keep attaching it to the branches in a nice vertical line. And as you get to the very bottom branch, I like to add a little flare to the ribbon. So just fold it over like this, and then you'll want to just give it a little V cut on the diagonal so that it has this cute little point like this. It just adds a pretty touch to your tree. Okay, we've made it to step 7, and every beautiful tree needs a gorgeous tree skirt, and I really love this faux fur tree skirt. Let's add that next. Okay, the last thing I like to do, just so that your tree doesn't look so empty the whole month of December, is I like to add some presents. And once again, keeping with the faux theme, these are faux presents, there's nothing in them, but you can still wrap boxes. And these are from Nashville Wraps, these nested boxes, and this pretty ribbon that I got at Sam's. Looks so pretty under your tree. It helps dress it up even more. So there you have it, a spectacular Christmas tree that's easy to do and for your whole family to enjoy. I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and may your home be filled with peace, love, and joy this holiday season. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the little bell to be notified of future videos, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it today. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.